We know that to cause a change, we need a regime change. To cause a regime change, we need to defeat UMNO, and keadilan, Pakatan Rakyat is the only hope which can replace UMNO and eventually take over the reign of the nation. We need the support of all of you, all the races, not just Chinese, Indians, Malays, Kadazan, Iban. We need everyone. We learn from experience. 1990, take for example. There's no doubt that among the non-Malay communities, the shout for two-party system was so loud, aspiration was so high, the support was so great, and yet 1990 was a failure. We didn't succeed. At that time, because we lacked the support of the Malay community. And now, with Parti Keadilan Rakyat, with Pakatan Rakyat, things is going to be different. It's time for us to tell UMNO that this Malaysia, this country, belongs to every one of us, belongs to all Malaysia. It is not UMNO property. It's not UMNO private property. Ladies and gentlemen, I think a lot of us have heard about American dreams. I also have a dream for Malaysia. It's easy for us to visualize, maybe 5 years from now, what type of Malaysia we are hoping for 5 years from now. Maybe we just sit down and think, ponder, what type of Malaysia we want 5 years from now. There will be only two scenarios. Scenario one, UMNO, by inciting racial sentiment, consolidate Malay support, gets stronger and continue to rule after the next general election. If that happens, the country will continue to be divided along racial lines, along religion. Corruption will still be rampant. You would have not just one Istana K to you. You probably have 13 Istana K to you at every state in Malaysia. You will not just have one Port Klang free zone scandal. You probably have 5 or maybe 10 Port Klang free zone scandal. You may not just have one Teo Beng Hock. You probably have 10 or 100 victims like Teo Beng Hock. Is that what we want? If we allow UMNO to rule next general election, you will continue to see lucrative contracts, government contracts, continue to be given to the connected few, whereas the poor masses still suffer. Not just a lot of Chinamen will say, oh, Chinese don't get contract. I can tell you, you go to Malay kampungs, you don't have to go very far. In my constituency, you go to Pengkalan Gate. Some of you may not even know where is Pengkalan Gate. Sri Ramat, Kampung Sri Ramat, the rural, the suburban Malay areas, you will see that poverty is still rampant. They are Bumi Putra, no doubt. They are Bumi Putra. Unfortunately, they are not UMNO Putra. They got nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, if you continue to allow UMNO to rule after next general election, you will continue to see TV 1, 2, 3 continue to sing praises for UMNO, continue to sing praises for Barisan Nasional, even though the plight of ordinary citizens will be ignored. And you shall see that the crime rate continue to rise because the police will continue to be busy cracking down on opposition, cracking down on dissent, attending opposition function, preventing Adun from having legitimate assembly, this is not what we want for the future of Malaysia. You will see that if UMNO continues to rule, the total monopoly of the mainstream media, as well as the government machinery, will continue to help UMNO to win elections after elections, especially with the help from Election Commission. And the worst case scenario, they might not just rule next general election, they might rule for another 50 years. Ladies and gentlemen, is that what we want? Is that what we want? No. Is that what we want? No. We have another scenario. If given us a chance, Pakatan Rakyat wins the next general election, not just in Perak, but also nationwide. We shall see Pakatan Rakyat become the legitimate government, UMNO, Barisan Nasional become opposition. Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim. We shall see a more united nation. The country more united. Race, religion, no more dividing issue. We will treat one another like brothers and sisters. Like we say, 我们都是一家人. We are like in a family. If Pakatan were to rule, I'm sure the nation will prosper because corruption will be minimal. Most important of all, each and everyone will have equal opportunity. That is what we can promise. We are here not to enrich a few cronies. We are here to help everybody. We are not here to enrich you, but we are here to provide you the opportunity to become rich. That is what we can promise. We do hope that under our reign, we will have a more freer press, crime under control. Police will do their job professionally instead of guarding all the opposition. By then opposition is UMNO and MCA, guarding opposition activities. But rather, they should be directed to guard criminals. That's what we hope. And most important, we do hope, like what we have proven in our 10 months in Perak, where the wishes of the riot will be respected. That will be the most important thing. I think if Najib were to say, rakyat didahului, respecting the wishes of the riot, I think he doesn't have to go far to look for the Bible. Just come to Perak, check the track record of Pakatan Rakyat Negeri Perak for the 10 months when we rule in this state. We get the answer.